Okay, perfect. So it's all being recorded, so we're all good to go. All right.
Okay.
So I'll be talking for the first 30 minutes there, just a little bit about our company. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to stop, but we'll go through the products, go through the company a little bit, we'll go through like policies and procedures and so forth. We'll also go a little bit over the 2020 design program there as well. Um, do you have the 2020 program there, Amber?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
we use for all of
Okay.
our projects.
Awesome. Okay, so that works great. So I'll dip into the 2020, and again, ask me if you have any questions at all. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So perfect closet. So we started out about 15. Oh, by the way, can you see my computer screen by
I
chance?
can, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So perfect closet. So we started about 15 years ago down in Calgary, Alberta, down in Western Canada there. For the first 5 years, we did the whole installation, designing, manufacturing, and it was a huge success. For the first year, we actually made 500K just for the first year, just by selling closets. We
Wow.
grew exponentially, and now we actually 10 years ago we started the business to business model there. So now we are one of the top manufacturers in Canada and the United States. 90% of our dealers are in the United States, most likely because of population. There's more people in the state of California than all of Canada, just to give you an idea. We're centrally located. That way we could have all aspects and avenues from the south, west, and east coasts as well. First thing that I like to do is kind of quickly show you about our facility. So we have, so our original facility in Calgary was only 60,000 square feet. Now we are at 125,000 square feet to accommodate the ever-growing need. All the
Mm.
systems that we carry are all fully automated. Therefore, there's less human error. A lot of kitchen companies, they like to change their machines constantly to do custom closets as well. But we don't actually like that because you're constantly changing machines. There's more human error and so forth. Every single machine has a dedicated process. Therefore, it produces consistent cuts. We have several different types of laser edge banders, from EMA laser edge bander to the Holter edge bander, giving you a jointless product. That's just Todd, he's one of our technicians, and he's changing all our edge tapes. All the edge tapes that we carry are Deco edge band, and they're 1 millimeter thick. This is one of our corner cutters, and we have another cutter that produces the fantastic edges for our sides and corners. The boards that we carry are from Uniboard and Tafisa. So we import them 100 at a time, and I'll show you the colors in just a moment. The Tafisa and Uniboards are green products, so there's no added formaldehyde, no added urea, no off gases whatsoever. And that's just a little bit about our showroom. All right, so let's dive right in. The onboarding process is a little simple. We connect, we have a meeting. Then after this, I'll leave it open for questions and answers. We can do a cost comparison, and then your samples are on the way. Now, if I refresh my memory there, I think I haven't done a cost comparison for you just yet. But
No.
if you do have a current project, a past project, or even a future project, send it off to me. Be more than happy to do a complimentary one for you. And that way it's to double check that our prices are in line with what you're expecting as well. Even if it's
Okay.
a future design, I'll be happy to do it for you, no problem.
Okay. Perfect.
After you're all done, we could do our dealer agreement, just dotting I's, crossing some T's. There's a non-disclosure agreement there as well. And then we have complimentary training pods, which I'll show you in just a moment. And then otherwise, we just do quarterly follow-ups just to say, hello, how are you doing? Everything okay in your world? And that's really about it. So we're not a franchisee or a franchisor-based business. We're just simply a vendor, such as Quality by Carmen and all the other vendors that you carry. Most of our dealers are in your realm, where they're in the kitchen and bathroom realm. What's great about us is, again, it's free to join. We're not a franchisee or franchisor. There's no territory fees. We won't hassle you for any marketing quotas. You don't have to sell a certain amount every single month. Again, we're just simply a vendor. We provide a one-stop shop concept. We provide everything all in one pallet, including the fasteners, the accessories. We put it together, we ship it out to you, and then we call it a day. So we want to make this process as simple as possible. You don't have to do any more work than you need to. We provide 3 pods of complimentary training from our sales pod. You do 2-hour sessions, two 1-hour sessions with Mally Braun. She goes over the sales products in greater detail so you and your sales staff know how to sell a product, what we have to offer, and you'll be better educate yourself. She also goes over the dealer portal navigation so you know where to find everything. Design Pod. For you and your designers, we estimate there's roughly about 8 to 10 hours of work. The catalogs differ from kitchens and closets. We use something called the Flux catalog, where we drop in a module and you resize it. With kitchens, these are preset modules. And again, we'll dip into that in just a moment and go over the 2020 program as well. But with our 2020 Design Pod, we have unlimited training for one-on-one. We can do live sessions online, and you have unlimited assistance. You can do our pre-recorded webinars where we've recorded certain webinars, and we have a multitude of different video links on every single aspect of our catalog to help you and your designers out. And again, a lot of this is do it yourself. And again, I'll show you in just a moment. Last is Installation Pod. Same thing. We have about 2 hours worth of installation videos for you and your group to watch. Once you're all done, your professional, the designers will get a certificate of completion indicating that you now understand the Flex catalog, and that will help with professional growth. It's not just us that uses the Flex catalog. Other closet companies and other furniture companies uses that Flex catalog, and now we're realizing that a lot of our kitchen vendors are starting to use that type of catalog as well. We have 17 thermally fused laminate colors, 6 high gloss colors, and much, much more. So what I'd like to do is just go right into the dealer portal and show you everything on the back end. This is our dealer portal. I'm going to click on the dealer login. I've already logged in for the morning, but it asked me for my username and password. I've already unlocked it, and that shows me the product overview all the way down to our frequently asked questions. With our product overview, we can see product identification, the type of edge bend that we use, product specification. So there's a lot of information there as well. We have 2 different types of components. We've got the closet component and garage component. With the closet components, all our cabinet doors and drawer fronts all uses a half overlay. Therefore, we can share a lot of our panels and our systems together to save costs for your clients. The majority of the closets also are backless, and again, to save cost to the clients. Most of our closet manufacturers like StoreX, California Closets, ourselves, we all fall underneath the same realm, and we kind of build everything roughly the same way. With our garages, this is more in line with your kitchen cabinetry, where it's got sides, tops, bottoms, and backing, and then it's got doors in front. So obviously this cabinetry is still a little bit less expensive than kitchen cabinetry, but again, this is specifically for garages there. It's 6 inches off the ground, and we provide you with aluminum legs with a 1-inch adjustment to accommodate the tapering of the floor. So that's the different 2 types of structures that we offer. And it not just stops at closets and garages, but we do a lot of mud rooms, we do a lot of pantries, we do a lot of focal walls, meaty rooms, and so forth. Your imagination is your limitation at the end of the day. For colors offered, we have 4 levels of pricing and 4 levels of TFL, or thermally fused laminate line. We have level 1 white, which is our budgetary white color, and 60% of all the cloths that we produce are going to be in this color. Then we have level 2, we have another type of white that's got thicker paper, and then you can see all the different types of wood grain colors that we carry from Uniboard into FISA. Then we have level 3, same thing, more wood grains, and then level 4 once again. The sheens on these differ. Some have an eggshell sheen, and it's very easy to wipe, and others got a very rustic veneer type or matte sheen, if you will, on some of the other products, such as our level 4. So we've got a nice mixture. And again, we get a lot of our feedback from the NKBA, a lot of feedback from our users and our dealers. That really drives our product line. We've also got a matte product line, as well as our high gloss product line. And this really caters to those clients that really want a luxury type of closet. We have only very few closet companies that are in that realm where their houses are like $2 million plus and so forth. And then we have others that need a more budgetary line in some areas of the country there. So again, we want to have as many different types of products for the different types of users. High gloss is mainly, obviously, particularly for door and drawer fronts, but again, you can also do it as your structure as well. I think we've only sold 2 of these in my lifetime, where they wanted to showcase purses and shoes. So again, there's different types of products that we can offer. And again, all these are by Uniboard and Tefisa. We have 4 different colors for our cam systems, which I'll show you how these work. We have white, beige, dark brown, and black, and these match with the colors down below. So again, I'll show you how that works in our installation portion here. For door and drawer profiles, we have 2 different types of profiles. We have our Euro flat fronts, comes in all TFL, all matte and high gloss. And then we also have our 5-piece shaker and our Poly 45. We can see our 90-degree 5-piece shaker, and we also have our mitered 45-degree 5-piece shaker. And these have the option as glass as well. We have 6 different types of glass. We've got our clear, we have our cathedral, bamboo, frosted, milky, and mirror, and so forth. But again, we could also do these in regular 5-piece wood doors as well, and it comes in all the colors. Doors and drawers aren't as popular for the fronts because obviously a lot of the closets you'll be using it as closet standard at 14 inches deep. You can certainly make it deeper by like 19, 16, you can do it 22, 24, even up to 30 inches deep and have it fully enclosed if you wish. So again, it really depends on you and the client on how much they want to do. Drawer boxes. We have 2 different types of drawer boxes here. We have our 3/4 inch melamine drawer boxes. They come in 5 pieces, and we give you pre-glued dowels that you quickly dip in water, they harden, and then you can assemble your 5-piece drawer boxes. So that's the standard drawer box. It comes in all the different colors that we carry. The next type of drawer box is going to be our dovetail scooped and a regular dovetail drawer box. Our dovetail drawer box scooped is exactly that. These are great for pantries or reaching closets. Got no drawer front, and it's got a scoop, and this is a little shallower just so that you can see what's on the inside. The next type of dovetail drawer box that we carry is going to be our regular dovetail drawer box, 5/8 inch 9-ply Baltic birch, and it's got clear coat lacquer on top. We actually, off the record, we produce all the California closets in Canada, the drawer boxes, dovetail drawer boxes, and door and drawer fronts, just because they don't have manufacturing here. The only difference between ours and theirs is that they've got a raw box, we've got a clear coat lacquer. All our drawer boxes have got 4 notches at the very bottom, and we provide you with undermount soft close slides from Marathon Hardware in Canada there. It's a fantastic slide option. We used to have Bloom slides, but they were over $20 a pair. But because these are closets and not for kitchens, we thought about giving you a different type of product for that application. And last but not least is for our core product is we also have floating shelves. This is a new product that we're starting to carry. We started doing R&D testing on it about 5 years ago, and we still love the product. What's nice about these is it's got a tilting feature on every single one of these prongs, because we know that drywall is never straight or perfect or neat or plumb. So this adjustment screw will actually help taper the actual floating shelf up and down. And obviously this is kind of a big seller for us. It's 12 inches deep and 1.5 inches thick. So these are great floating shelves. All right, so that's enough for our wooden core structure there. Let's go into accessories. All the accessories that we carry, our vendor is Häfele. It's a German product. It's all over Europe now, and now they distribute in the United States as well as Canada. Most of the closet manufacturers have Häfele as their vendor, and we've all preloaded these into our warehouse, so we fully stock these. And as well as this is into the 2020 catalog. We have our closet accessories such as our valet rods, our jewelry trays, scarf racks. We've got different types of wire baskets, pat rack pullouts. Click on each applicable link and it'll give you the actual product code, give you the different colors, and the spec sheet for every single one of these items. What's fantastic is because these are preloaded in 2020, you can just drag and drop these, and it's got a rendering image, and it's got the cost and everything ready to go for you. You don't have to do any homework whatsoever. Laundry baskets, pull-out laundry baskets, tilt-out laundry baskets. I think our #1 sellers are shoe fences because everybody loves a shoe tower. What person doesn't love a shoe tower? Everybody loves it. That's probably our most popular seller by far. Okay. And then our wardrobe lifts. If somebody was in a wheelchair or had extra tall ceilings, we've got the wardrobe lifts. So we have all these products all preloaded on here. We've got our different types of closet rods. We have several different types, different door locks, garage accessories, drawer locks, and much, much more. Now, before I move on from our products and so forth, is there something that you particularly want to see, Amber?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so I'll keep moving on. Next, I want to talk about is our marketing section there. I've already given you the brochure that you've quickly dabbled with. You can certainly reuse that for your clients because it's got closet inspiration photos, garage inspiration photos, some 360 panoramic views, but it's also got our colors and accessories there as well. Coming soon, our marketing team is separating the PDF brochure and putting it as a PowerPoint. So when that's available, you can download the PowerPoint. You can delete our logos if you wish. You can leave it on there, maybe add your own cabinets by Trivonna on there. And then you could really have your own custom brochure that you can email your clients. So again, that's coming down the road,
That's
which is
great.
really cool. But for now, again, use this PDF. It's a very large PDF. It's the same one that I initially gave you. We've also got different photos here. You can click on these closet photo links. These are all owned by us. So feel free to use them, put them on your website, put them on your social media, email them however you'd like. But again, help yourself. We've also got the 360 panoramic links, which I've emailed you. So again, feel free to click any one of these links, copy it and paste it, send it out to your clients, and these will be fantastic closet inspiration photos. And again, last but not least, if you're using a tablet, email us. We'll be happy to send you the link of our entirety of our gallery, and you can preload it onto your tablet if you do in-home consults, or you just want to have it for your computer. Next is the policies and forms. Next thing that I'd like to talk about is our limited lifetime warranty. So for the duration of the ownership of the home, your customers got full coverage and warranty. For all commercial applications, we have up to 1 year. The only thing I want to talk about now is our damaged and missing products. So people always ask me about our damaged and missing products and what's the procedure. So the first thing that I like to show is the pallet. So let me show you a quick picture of the pallet there first. So this is kind of what the pallet will look like. It's called a semi-coffin. This is a long pallet. Pallets are typically 120 inches or even 96 inches long. And the reason why we have a long pallet is the nature of the product. A lot of the closets that you're going to be doing are going to be 84 inches, 90 plus inches, or even 108 inches. So we have to give it to you in a long pallet. Pallets are 44 inches wide, and we don't stack them greater than 24 inches tall. It's got an open concept, so they're not stackable. If you have a very large product and you have to have 2 skids, then obviously we'll have the option to close this, make it a full coffin, and put another semi-coffin on top. Okay. Because of the semi-coffin and the extra material we use around the actual pallet, most likely it will not get damaged. But for whatever reason, if it does get damaged, do a quick walk around, take a picture, document it for us, and we'll remake your products for you. It's a simple procedure just to actually fill this out. Just click on these damaged items, for example. It'll tell you your company name, address, contact, what did you notice for the packaging and conditioning, and tell us exactly what was damaged, and we'll remake it for you between 3 to 5 business days. Every single one of their items will actually have an actual sticker. So just take a picture of the damage. For example, like this damage right here, take a picture of the sticker that's associated with it, confirm the size, send it to us, and we remake it for you. We take care of all the transportation and the insurance on your behalf. Again, we want to make this as simple as possible for you. Same thing as missing, quick customer concern form, just tell us what you're missing. We remake it right away, no questions asked. Next is our training segment here. Is so far so good, Amber? Do you have any questions at all?
Do you deliver to residential addresses or is it commercial only?
Commercial only. We
Okay.
used, for the first year that we used to send it to our residences. For the first year, we made over $120,000 worth of remakes. A lot of the actual products were actually getting damaged by snow or rain because nobody was there on site. They were getting stolen because nobody was there on site. So we had a plethora of just different problems. So we lost a lot of money. So now the policy is we have to send it to one location every single time, and then it's up to you to ship it from that location to the end.
Okay.
Okay. We have 3 different pods for training. We have our sales training, software training, and installation training. As I indicated to you before, with our sales training, there's roughly about 2 hours. She goes over kind of this page, products, and dealer portal navigation. But there's a lot of cool things on here, such as closet assessment templates. If you're doing your final measure, we have a little cheat sheet for you. We have a little bit of a guide. You can draw your closet and do your final measures on. We have different examples. We got design tips. We have instruction cheat sheets. We have ergonomics on what are the current standards in the industry. So these are all great information. It's really up to you if you want to use them or not. They're all optional. The only thing that I want to show is what a retail value determination looks like. A question that I get asked every single day is, how much should I sell my closets? In 2020, it'll spit out the actual cost for you. This closet here costs $2,100. We've got a 19-inch deep bump out on the left. We've got a 19-inch bump out hutch. The rest are 14 inches deep. And then we have these 2 wardrobe lifts, and they cost $200 each. So this costs $2,100. Now, if we have different multipliers from 1.6 all the way to 2.2, this is kind of what I would retail at. The average dealer that I've noticed typically charges a multiplier of 2.0, but this formula doesn't really is not really good for a lot of other companies, but are good for other companies. So again, it's really up to you how you want to run your business. Now, if we did a multiplier of 2.2 and the cost was $2,100, I would retail that closet for $4,600. I got to pay the installer some money, got to pay the salesperson some money. The material cost of the $2,100, freight, that's just a national average, and then $1,000 for profit for the owner. But you could always mix it and match it as well. You can say, buy my kitchen cabinetry at full price, and I'll give you closets at a discount, or I'll sell you closets at cost plus install, or I'll give you a discount if you want to buy my blinds and tiles as well. It's really up to you of how you want to work that. But we give you the cost of the material, the fasteners, core, and accessories, and as well as the freight. Okay. All right, moving on for our training section, there is our installation training here. We have a plethora of information. All these are all PDFs. For example, product identification. We have every single one of these products. We tell you the exact product code. We tell you the exact, for example, I'll just move down a little bit there. This is a wall panel system. It comes with all these fasteners, and then you put them together. If you have a divider, it will give you 4 different screws. If you've got a fixed shelf at the very bottom, we've got 4 cams, and these are all the fasteners come with it. So we got master cheat sheets for everybody that you can take a look at. But here is the quick overview of how they all get put together. It's a very simple system. Every single closet manufacturer uses the exact same system with the exception of the cams. So these are the cams. We use round flush cams with 4 different colors. Others, for example, like California Closets, they've got an oblong shape. Some have a triangular shape. Some have got an oblong. So everybody's a little bit different, but we like to use round cams for ours. IKEA, they use metal cams that are recessed. But otherwise, we all use the same type of fasteners, and it's all fairly simple to put together. Here are all the different videos, what to expect when receiving the pallet, pre-pallet checklist, what to do when you stage it at the client's house. We firmly believe the prep work is the most amount of time that your closet installer will actually spend doing. By taking it from the warehouse, loading it onto your truck, going to the client's house, and then staging the home. When we stage the home, we typically like to do it either in one of 2 ways. We'll actually either A, pack them or size them per size, so they're all the same, or sometimes we will actually put all the parts together by room in the garage or in the staging area, whatever you like to do. So bringing 2 pieces at a time and staging your area will help you with the workflow. So usually people will actually grab the product, go to the client's house, stage, and then by the time they're done staging, it's going to be 11, 12 o'clock. They take their first break, and then the remainder of the afternoon is all about installation there. So fairly self-explanatory. We have 2 different types of module systems. We've got a tall module system that's 8 to 30 inches deep, and 12 to 108 inches high. And we also got wall module systems that's off the ground, 8 to 15 inches deep and 12 to 84 inches high. So these are all the videos on how to install both. The tall modules that sits on the floor are fairly self-explanatory. I won't click on any of these links, but for the wall modules, this is kind of what a wall module looks like. These are all the fasteners involved for a wall module system. We've got the hanging rail so that your installer can find the wooden stud, because we know that a wooden stud has got a pull force of over 1,500 pounds. We've got the cover for it. We've got the arm and the mechanism, and then the cover for that. This is the popular one that StoreX uses, California Closets, and us that we use. And we like to use this is because we know that drywall is never straight or perfect. It's never plumb. So this is kind of how the system works. I'm going to just quickly fast forward these videos there. And you can always go onto our channel to view us. And that way you can actually have a better idea on how our system works. So again, all these videos are all preloaded in a playlist into our YouTube channel there. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward this here. The installer is going to go find the actual wooden stud. We're going to take the install height less than 2 3/8, and it's going to be the measure from the bottom all the way down to the floor. So he's going to find all the wooden studs. Once he's all done that, I'm going to fast forward the video. The installer is now talking about the cap covers. So now we're going to cover the hanging rail system. So once he's actually done that, he's installed the system, he's installed the cover for it. We're going to actually put the panels together. So I'm going to get out of this video. Let's go to a different video. So we're going to now mount the hardware right onto the wall panel. We use the 32 millimeter European system. So the center of every line boring hole is 32 millimeters. We do all these pre-cuts for you right at manufacturing here. This is the actual arm and the mechanism there. So if we actually just pan this video over a little bit there, you can see that all these notches and holes are all pre-cut right at the factory there. We're going to take 2 Euro screws, put the arm and the mechanism right into place, and I'll show you how that system works in just a moment. So we're going to add all the fasteners, we're going to add all this stuff to it there, and now if we go back out, let's go ahead and put the wall panel right onto the hanging rail. Wall panels are great, especially for those clients that either A, want a budgetary line, or B, maybe they've got a large baseboard and your installer doesn't want to cut it. Or maybe they have carpet or wood floor, or they're going to be changing it in the next couple of years. So the wall module systems are fantastic. We're going to put the arm and mechanism right onto the hanging rail. We're going to take our fixed shelf. We can see that we're using the white cam because it matches with the white color, and then a 1/4 inch turn of the cam, and it locks it into place. So this hanging rail system is hanging the panel right onto the back wall there. A 1/4 inch turn of our cam system, and it locks it into place. So we're going to keep building it from either left to right or right to left, or from center outwards there. So once we're all done that, we are now going to adjust the system to cater the up and down and in and out section there. So this is how the wall system works. This adjustment screw moves the arm forward and backward, and this adjustment screw moves the arm up and down to make sure that it's level. Okay, so now let's go ahead. The installer is now talking about that there's a little bit of a gap here. We're going to take the adjustment screw and move the entirety of the system all the way right to the wall. And now we've decreased the actual gap between the back of the panel to the drywall. We'll do the same thing on the left-hand side. I'm going to fast forward this video a little bit there. Now we're going to go ahead and do the up and down section. He's taking a leveler, and now he's going to use this adjustment screw to move the system up and down. Once we've kind of leveled everything and made everything flush to the wall, we're going to put a cover right onto the arm and mechanism. We've got different videos such as design tips, installing accessories, installing doors, drawers, and so forth. And again, lots of great information. Now, the only responsibility that your installer has to do is look at these videos before they go onto site, but we do have a playlist. So if they do forget something, they can watch on their mobile phone or smartphone right on site, and they can click on any one of these links. Again, we have a playlist for everybody, and feel free to use them. This is the actual printout that we actually print out and give to the installers and put it right into the packing slip. It's got the QR code. Here's the 14 playlists that we have, and you can also click on the link. The only thing that you have to do as a designer is provide them the blueprint. That is your sole responsibility. We don't provide an actual step-by-step from from module 1 all the way to module 10 because everything is all custom. It's very similar to kitchens. So please make your plan view, add your notes, and that'll be the blueprint for your installer. We just simply provide the overview and the guidance on how to build everything from scratch. Okay. Last but not least is the 2020 section there. So here's our catalogs. We have Canadian catalog and a USA catalog. For 2020 software training, there's 4 different ways to train. Here's an overview section of all the pieces, and then our section 2 of 3 of how to use stackable modules, how to use regular modules, how to add parts, accessories, garage cabinetry. So those are all links made by us for 2020. The next type of way to train yourself is to use the closet webinars. For this summer, we're pausing our live sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we've got pre-recorded webinars that you click on here. We've recorded certain videos that will help you and your designers. Just look on the left-hand column, figure out exactly what you want to do, and your video is on the right. For example, how to do a design file check, how to make fictitious walls and islands. Here's another one, how to use wall modules and start from scratch. So these are great, fantastic videos. And last but not least, which is the favorite amongst all our dealers, is if you click on the support button, right here it says book an appointment. We also have this on all our emails. If you open up any one of my emails, you'll actually notice an actual link, and I'll show you in just a moment here. Here is my email. There's a link that says click here to book an appointment. So we all have these links here. That opens up the Google online booking page. Just click on the date and time. You put in your name, last name, email address, phone number, company name, and the reason for booking. You can say that you want a design file check or you need some training. Whatever you need, we can do online sessions unlimited. We can watch you design your closet. You can watch us help you with your design, whatever you need. So this is a fantastic live session with our support team. Okay, so let's go ahead right into 2020. Now that I've kind of shown you a little bit more on the back end, how to quickly design a closet. Do you do most of the designs, Amber, on your side?
I don't. My husband is our lead designer, and we have other designers here. I can design. I just mostly pay the bills.
Okay, no worries at all. What I'll do is, why don't I quickly, because this is a recorded session, let's just quickly make a quick reach-in closet. It only takes 5 minutes, and that way you can share it with them. Okay.
That's fine. I have a designer kind of watching this too with me right now. So
okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, open up the 2020 program there. On the left-hand side, I've got the Perfect Fit Canada USA catalog there. So let's just quickly build a reach-in closet. So I'm going to make one that's 24 inches deep. Let's say it's 80 inches wide, and let's say it's 24 inches deep. So this nice, basic, easy reach-in closet. I got 3 different placement zone. I'm going to right-click on the wall, and I'm going to subtract the placement zone off wall number 1 and wall number 3 because they're not needed. We're not going to put anything on those walls. I'm going to double-click the wall number 2 placement zone, and I've got now a split screen here. Now, before I design, I understand that in closets, there's going to be wood studs on the corners and every 16 inches approximately. So when you actually do a measure, the drywall kind of bows like this, and sometimes it kind of bows like this. Most designers will actually make this a 1/4 inch variance off the left and right wall, or they'll make this 1 inch or greater, especially if a cabinet door or drawer fronts. I know some kitchen cabinet companies, they make it 1.5 inches or even 2 inches, and then adding a filler. So again, that's something that we're going to definitely do. We're going to make this a 1/4 inch off the left and right wall to accommodate the bowing. Okay. Now, as a designer, I can make everything as a tall module, so everything's on the ground. Option 1. I can make everything as a wall module off the ground as option 2, or I can mix it and match it. Since we just spoke about wall modules, let's make everything a wall module off the ground. Let's maybe pretend that the client has got like 9-inch baseboards, 1 inch thick, and we just don't want to touch them. Or maybe they want to change their flooring. So all I'm going to do is go into my modules. I'm going to grab a wall module here. We're just going to drag and drop. The left click, we're going to drag and drop right into my elevation view. Once I see my magnet, go to my farthest left and let go of my mouse. Okay. I'm going to right click the illustration just so I can see the textured line a bit better. So we use the 32mm European system, but we've converted it down to imperial. If we click on the up or down button, it goes to the next increment. So again, we're going to the center of every line boring hole. That is the only limitation for height. Otherwise, for depth and for width, you can go to a 1/16 of an inch. We have optional backing. If you wanted an actual backing to it, you certainly can. We'll have this backless. We can have one opening or several openings. Opening depths, we have 12, 14 as presets, or again, custom to a 1/16 of an inch. We'll keep it at closet standard 14 inches. Opening width. Magic numbers are always going to be 18, 24, and 30. A lot of the accessories from Hayflock come in those specific numbers, or again, go to custom. Let's click on 24 inches and we'll add a couple accessories to that. Panel on the left is fully drilled. That means I got line boring holes on the inside, but as well as the outside. If I click on half drilled, I have line boring holes on the inside, but now I've got a clean face on the outside. These are great for end panels. Or if you want, you can have it no drilled at all. So nothing is drilled. And now you have to use another panel and use as a stencil. These are great for media rooms that don't want to show any hole systems. We'll keep everything fully drilled for now. And I just want a bottom shelf. We'll click on OK. We're going to drop this in, and now we're going to go ahead and center this. So I've created my first module, and we're going to center this. I'm going to create a double hang on the left-hand side. We'll grab a wall module single. I see my magnet. I'm going to let go of my mouse. And anything that says stretchable, we're just going to stretch this from left to right. We're going to right-click the illustration. We're going to subtract the panel on the right. We're going to click on OK because we do want a bottom shelf with a rod. And I'm going to place this 1/4 inch off the left wall. I'm going to right-click, resize, and attach. I'm going to do the same thing on the right-hand side, but this is going to be for my dresses and long coats. I don't need this to be 47 3/8. I'm going to make this a little bit less. Let's make this one 31 inches high, and we're going to say we want this 1/4 inch off the right wall. And again, just tell me if I'm going a little bit too fast. We're going to subtract the panel on the left and subtract the bottom shelf. Click on OK. Go to my farthest left and farthest right. Okay. Now all I got to do is my categories and parts. Now that the modules are set, every time I drag and drop something, it's going to resize it for me. I don't have to give it any information whatsoever. So that's the beauty part about adding these modules. I can go to my parts, my shelves. We'll do a half overlay. We can go into another shelf. We'll grab a fixed shelf there. And again, we can add a whole bunch of adjustable shelves like so. And let's go ahead and add a closet rod. We cut all the closet rods for you. So you don't have to do any homework or any cutting for these closet rods. Now, if this section was, so here's my 1/4 inch. This is 26 3/16. This is 24. This is now going to be 26 3/16.
Come on back.
And that is done. So we cut these closet rods to 26 3/16 less 3/8 because we have rod holders on the sides. So again, this is very nice for you. This is the wall rail system there. They all come in 8-foot lengths because a lot of our installers want the full length size. Okay. Once I'm all done that, I can add accessories. We can go to accessories. We can go to, for example, wire baskets. We can add a wire basket here. If we wanted, for example, we want a pullout, maybe a tie rack. We can add a tie rack right here. We get maybe a belt rack on the left-hand side. And that's really about it. To change the profiles and colors, we got to go into features and options. For kitchen cabinetry, you would go to global attributes and styles and pricing. So we're going to go to features and options. We're going to select everything in its entirety. We're going to select global attributes. Everything's highlighted in green, which is great. So again, we're going from top to bottom. All we got to do is just click on every single one of these option codes. It's under mount soft close slides, or you can choose side mounts. We'll choose under mount soft close. For all our accessories, they come in polished chrome as default, or I can change it to one of these other colors. Closet rods, they come with oval chrome, but again, we have rod chrome, round rod aluminum, and so forth. We'll keep it at oval chrome. It's my favorite. Drawer front profiles, we can change it from Euro to, let's say, a 5-piece shaker. Pull options, push to open, no handle, or provide your or you could buy one of ours or provide your own. We'll choose the cheapest one. Drawer fronts, colors. Let's choose everything to level 2, and we'll make everything, let's say, first class. I like that color, first class. Next, closet structure. So again, I'm just going through every single one of these line by line items, changing the structure, changing the doors and drawers, and so forth. Oh, I wanted, I think first class, was it? First class. Wire basket. It's in chrome. Let's change it from chrome to, let's say, slate. Drawer box finishes. Maybe you want a two-tone drawer box. So again, we're just changing the colors as necessary and the profiles. Okay, we're going to click on OK. Then all I got to do just to make it look nice is we're going to add one plant and some lights, and that's it. We could always use a cloud browser. I'm always a big fan of using the 2020 decorative items. I really believe that making your design its curb appeal will certainly help with the sale. We talk about that every quarter when I talk to the other manufacturers. Curb appeal is very, very important. We can go ahead and add a floor lamp, for example. We can go ahead and add a ceiling light. And all I gotta do now is just make sure it's nice and bright. And then we can call it a day. Okay. Is there anything in particular that you want to see?
No, I'm just kind of impressed with how quickly you're throwing that together.
Yeah, well, I've been doing this now for over 10 years, so obviously but honestly, it's very, very simple there.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, let me get that.
So let's take a look at the render, and that's really how it is. It's nice and it's all done. I can show you a render that I did yesterday there. I did a cost comparison for another potential dealer there, and this is kind of my 360 panoramic there. This is just what I did yesterday. And this is a it's obviously, it doesn't do any justice because you're going through the Zoom link and so forth. So it's probably a little bit of patchy there. But what's great is, these 2020 decorative items and these panoramic views. I highly suggest, even for kitchen cabinetry, because you use 2020 so often, doing a medium resolution only takes 5 minutes to do, and it looks and feels like you're actually like in the closet, and it's very interactive. And then obviously you could just use the mouse tool and so forth. For me, I love putting champagne on there. I think every single one of my designs always has champagne glasses and flutes, and always has shoes and so forth. So something that you can do.
Nice.
What's great about the actual closets, they're all interactive. So for example, if you want to open up this cabinet door, for example, you can open it up. So here's an example here. This design that I just did, if I want to open up these doors, I can go into my attributes. Obviously, I would clean this up. I would add my notes for my clients and so forth. And then I would open it up again for my installers. So if I want to go ahead and add more notes for my installation team, I go back in it. So again, that is what you are in charge of as a designer. Make sure that your schematics are all perfect and bang on. Here's an example of I'm opening up a drawer. So I've opened up that drawer, and let's open up this belt rack as well. We'll go into our attributes. So when I do my 360 panoramics, or I have my render, all these items are now open. So they're all interactive. Again, we're just trying to show you that curb appeal really does help the sale of your kitchens, closets, and whatever else you have with 2020 designs. So here's my example. That I just opened up the belt tray and the cabinet drawer. Any questions about 2020 at all?
No.
Okay, perfect. So let's keep moving on. In case you're curious, let's open up the cost and sell report here to show you the cost on this design that I just did there. So we have a itemized line by line list. It gives you the product of every single item, as well as the fasteners and the accessories, so you have a full breakdown of cost. Once again, this is the cost of what you pay. You still have to mark it up. Some closet catalogs and some kitchen catalogs have it reversed, where they give you the MSRP, and then you have to subtract a certain formula to figure out the cost. So we have cost, and then you increase it there. Here's line item 1. Quantity 1, we've got the 3/4 inch drawer box, and it costs $54.56. We've given you 18 dowels, 95 cents. We've given you 3 Euro screws at 11 cents, and so forth. The undermount slides that it come with, the pair is $13. So we give you every single item that you can see the cost on. You can see that list, cost, and retail are all the same because I haven't marked it up on my platform. But again, this is just the cost. The total cost of this project cost $945.49. And again, you mark that up however you wish. The design process is pretty darn simple.
Yeah.
All you got to do, oh, sorry, let's keep moving on here. Some garage cabinetry there, more closets. The order process is very simple. If you have 7 closets, you can have 7 different design files. We have 1 file per design. That way we can label every single one of those parts according to room. You can email the design kit files and the cost and sale reports to orders@perfectfitcanada.com. Within 24 hours, you're going to get a notification from the order desk saying, thank you very much for the order. It is now in the queue. Our current production timeline for our wooden core product is 4 weeks plus shipping. If you have dovetail drawer boxes, it's now going to be 5 weeks plus shipping. They're the longest lead time right now because there's a big demand for our dovetail drawer boxes. All this is prepaid by either credit card or EFT or AFT that you can submit right to our accounting department. If you want to do a net 20 days or anything other than that, we can reassess your account after the first 6 months, depending on how much you kind of been with us and what you've done. Then we can certainly set you up with an invoice after that if you wish.
Okay.
And again, the only thing that you have to do is the schematics is what you are in charge of. Make one schematic for the client, make another schematic and blueprint for your installers, giving them the appropriate notes. Otherwise, moving forward, I'll leave it open for you for any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And we can do certainly a cost compare. And then again, your sample should be on its way there to you.
Okay. How often do things ship late?
It depends on the seasonality, and it depends. So for example, last year, the only time that it was beyond our timeline happened once during the summer. Somebody gave us a 110 unit order and they didn't tell us about it. If you tell us large orders in advance, then we can actually make the necessary arrangements to have more staff so it doesn't hurt anybody else. Or, we can bring in more boards, or we can kind of segregate it and stage it appropriately. Otherwise, because we have double the space that we have now in Calgary, we have very seldom been off track past the 5-week marker. It's always between 4 to 5 weeks where we have our production time and we send it out. Again, if we're behind, we'll have staff be in overtime. We'll bring in more staff. Again, it's very important to us to keep with our production timeline. During COVID, for example, kitchen cabinetry was being done between 6 to 8 months. And we were doing ours at 7 to 8 weeks during that 1 year COVID time, because obviously people were calling in sick. I'm like, well, you can't really do anything about that at that point. And obviously they just had to say they had COVID and we just honor it. But otherwise, those are the only 2 times within the last 10 years that we've been off track.
Okay,
the only other thing that's off track is our vendor Hayfla. Now we fully stock everything in chrome. If you decide to get, for example, a matte gold rod or some sort of irregular item, only seldom does it happen where Hayfla has a back order and we have to import it in. But otherwise, all the chrome ones are fully stocked, and all the other colors, we ask for it, we grab it from the distribution, and most of the time they're in stock. But we will tell you if it is back ordered. If that is the case, we'll send everything to you out first, and then the remaining items from Hayfla will follow.
Great. Do you know how you guys compare to, let's say, California closets price-wise?
We're roughly about 20% cheaper than California closets.
Interesting.
California closets is more expensive for 2 factors. One is their mandatory marketing and their franchisee costs. When you become a California closet dealer, now this is what I checked. This is before COVID, but I believe the royalty fees was $52,000 US. Once you drop that, once you drop in that money there, you're at the realm of California Closets. You have to buy their own manufacturing. You have to use their accessories, their software program, and then they have to sell a certain amount of marketing per month. So you have to submit a form that says, okay, I've done radio, I've done this, I've done that, and here is my, whatever amount they decide to become a franchisee.
Oof, yucky.
So therefore, their costs are a little bit higher because of those factors.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, because really we don't have in the counties that we service, there's really no closet dealer like, with a showroom and whatnot. People have California Closets or the other one, I can't remember the name of it, that's similar. And then, or, Home Depots and
Yeah.
Lowe's and that kind of thing. So, but there are quite a few interior designers locally that depend on California Closets. So that's
Yeah.
interesting to hear that the cost is less, because that would be an easy.
Absolutely. And I think it really is. And there should be enough business for everybody as well. We all cater to different people. For example, like the Home Depot does it more of the do-it-yourself companies. For yourselves, you're kind of in the upper middle and higher bracket where you do custom cabinetry, doing your kitchens and closets and so forth. So again, you're just catering to different markets.
Sure, exactly.
Right.
What are the costs? I'm assuming there's probably a dealer kit or something with all the samples and whatnot.
Yeah, okay. I'll quickly show you there. First is our sample. I'm going to open it up. This is from our dealer portal that you can download our sample catalog there. Sorry, our sample kit. The sample kit ranges. So these are the tile sizes. So 4x6 and 1/4 inch boards. And they range for $3.25. TFL level 2, 3, 4 are mattes, high gloss inserts for our glasses. So they don't cost much. The highest things are going to be if you want the profile, the 90-degree profile, if you want the dovetail drawer box at $31 and the other undermount soft close size. I think if you grab everything in its entirety, I think it costs a little over $200. I always recommend just for the first portion, just at least grab a minimum of just the TFL level colors, like all 17 to start. And then maybe just getting one drawer box, either like the dovetail or maybe just a regular 5-piece. Or if you have something that you can hold it in your showroom, absolutely just get that to start. And then as you get busier and you see kind of where the demand is, start building your library. And then some people just decide just to get everything in its entirety. The other thing you can do is do a showroom. With showrooms, again, this is if you're established and everything looks great, you can pick and make your own showroom. Here's a couple examples of the last 2 months that people have bought. So we have 1.5-inch thick panels. We have different types of two-toneness there. We have a corner module, accessories. Most of these showrooms are all very much accessory focused. Here's another one. This customer only had 50 inches of space. So they had 2 modules. But again, as you can see, they spent more money on the accessories than the wooden core product.
Sure.
Right? Which is fine, right? Absolutely. You want to condense everything all. Absolutely. Because obviously this isn't your bread and butter, but you want to complement your business and show them exactly. Even this system, a lot of people use a 2-module system with a ton of accessories, and they just add a couple shoes, a couple jackets, and they kind of fill it up a little bit there. We don't make any money off fasteners or accessories or freight. We only make money off the wooden core products, right? So if you do want a showroom, or if you want to have your own personal closet for your family or friends, we give you 10% off the wooden core product. Just let us know that it's a showroom or it's for family and friends. No problem at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So again, just examples of what you can do. So again, your showroom and everything else, family and friends discount 10% off. And again, here are all the sample costs and so forth. Right. One thing that I actually forgot to mention, I'm just looking at my notes, is I forgot about bridge shelves. A lot of people ask for bridge shelves. So for example, if you want to add your own corner unit, add your own bridge shelf, the jig itself costs $300 for your installer. You can reuse it over and over again. Once you grab that jig, you can recam every single board that you want, make your own custom boards and so forth. And that will help with your designing as well.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, Amber, what else can I help you answer there? And if there is nothing else there, how would you like to move forward? Where I know that we're waiting on samples. If you've got a current, past, or even a future project I can design for you there, I would like you to drive it there. You just let me know, and I'm just a person with a plethora of information. Be happy to educate you there, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll have my husband, and probably our installer watch this video
Mhm.
and get their input on this.
Yeah.
I'll look today for, I know we've got some designs in there from past, and maybe or I'll talk to the team and see and send you
Yeah.
something.
So what I'll do is I'm going to send you this list there. It's on our portal there. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken there. I'll email you this list so they can actually click on it. Maybe that might be best. There's two ways that I like to do it. I can either copy and paste like all these links so they can take a look at it, or I can click on this here. I could print this out for you and email it. Then they can click on this YouTube link. And then obviously you can see that we can see all our install videos. Maybe that might be more helpful. Something like this there. Okay, so I'll send you this actual page, and they can click on that YouTube link there to watch. And I'll wait for your designs, and then hopefully we'll connect sometime next week. How does that sound, Amber?
Right. Hello?
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I think I lost you there for a second there.
Yeah. Okay.
No worries at all. I didn't hear you for the last, like, 15, 20 seconds there.
Yeah, you had the other screen up and you said that you can either copy and paste the link and then that's where we lost you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I can go ahead and I'll just email you this so that your husband
perfect.
installers can actually watch these videos.
Sure.
Or I might just send you the other link. Anyways, I'll send that to you there. I'll wait for your email and we'll take it from there, and hopefully we'll connect sometime next week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your interest, Amber, and I hope that we can do some business together.
Sounds great. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Bye now.